is pretty mental right now. I don't know if you've seen it over on Twitter, but it has blown up between the two, with Amy calling out some things about Zach Baggins and about Nick Groff and stuff like that, and shows getting cancelled, and then all of a sudden Nick jumps in and she's like, oh, I don't know anything about it. It's mad. It's mad. So yeah, it's going pretty mental right now. I can't lie to you. So some of the tweets that have been like stated so far are pretty wild. So you've got Amy obviously jumping on the situation straight from the get-go. You've got her basically calling out and stating that it's not down to Zach, who just takes down paranormal shows. Though some of the tweets seem to have disappeared. Oh no, they're still there. They're still there. So yeah, it's pretty wild out there right now. Bear with me, I'm going to pull up some of the tweets. I've got a video coming out about it later, but I just thought let's talk about it live, because people are interested in this kind of thing 9 times out of 10. So yeah, bruh, so much drama with these paranormal people. I know, Avalon, you're telling me, like, these people just love the tea. They love the drama. Hello, Queen Mindy, how are ya? Hope you're doing good. There is a lot going on. So it all started with Amy, right, jumping on a tweet stating, I get so exhausted by this rumour that Zach Baggins had paranormal shows cancelled because A, that's not how TV works, and it's just plain wrong, and B, it cheapens the work and heart that people put into these shows, and it glosses over the real reasons why your favourite paranormal shows aren't being made, a reason you should be much more concerned about, because it doesn't just affect us. Obviously, kind of alluding to some things there, but not really coming out with it. And then, she goes on to talk about, like, a couple of shows that have been taken down. And then we all know who she's probably talking about, because, Dakota Layden and Nick Groff were very vocal about it back in 2023 when it all kicked off. So, it's pretty sus out there right now. But what's everyone's thinking? Also, as someone who loves Foreman from the Conjuring House, thanks for keeping us up to date. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad that it's keeping you up to date, and it's people seem to be really interested by it. I'm really interested by it, because obviously the whole situation is mad with people being like, just like, it's just so out of the blue, and every day or every time there's an update with it, it seems you don't know what's coming next, basically, do you? You never know what's coming next. Like, even if I go onto Jacqueline's Facebook page now, I'm not sure if she's actually posted anything about anything since, but we'll see. Who is Amy Brunai? So Amy Brunai she was the paranormal investigator for Kindred Spirits, if you've ever seen that. Hello, Justin. Hi from Australia. Hello, how's it going? Yeah, so she was on Kindred Spirits from Kindred Spirits. Don't know how else to say it. And I think she was also part of Ghost Hunters at one point. I think she was part of Ghost Hunters at one point with Jason Hawes. Don't quote me on that though. I believe that was the case. Going good, yeah, good, Justin. I'm happy to hear that it's all going good. But yeah, so like I say, I've got a video kind of going into depth about Amy and Nick's back and forth, but it's kind of crazy out there. Yeah, she was. Yes, Carrie, I thought that she was. Oh, okay, I remember her now. Queen Mindy. Yeah, she was on Ghost Hunters. Yeah, she was. So that's how she kind of got her start. And then I think she worked for, or allegedly worked for the network, being Discovery, I'm assuming, for a period of time. So she kind of claims to have this insider knowledge and understanding of how these things work, and is now basically, I don't know, blowing up the situation, claiming it's not Zach's fault, when other people have said that it is Zach's fault and all the rest of it. Hi from Oregon. Hi, Sarah from Oregon. How's it going? Hope that you're doing well. yeah, I'm just looking through the tweets now. It's obviously just, she kind of talks about how Zach's not to blame and stuff like this. And then Nick's jumped into the situation. Let me just find Nick's tweet. But she kind of alluded to knowing something about why Nick's shows were actually cancelled, and then didn't actually like. And then when Nick bit, she was like, "Oh, I don't know why you're nibbling," all the rest of it. I just got here, but please tell me that Katrina Tatlin is Tatlin on Nick being a turd. I don't know who Katrina is. I don't know who Katrina is, but no, this is Amy Brunei coming out about well, bit of beef between the two paranormal investigators. Let me have a look. What was then the whole thing about Nick Groff returning by not Ghost Adventures, but not Ghost Adventures? So he came out in 2023, if I remember rightly, to basically state that she's the girl that was in Paranormal Lockdown with him. Oh, okay. So the whole thing with him returning to Ghost of It, I think that was like a belated April Fool's thing. I mean, it would have been funny if he went back to Ghost Adventures, but I can never see it. I just can't see him ever doing that, to be perfectly honest. Oh, it would be messy, I think, if he returned to Ghost Adventures. But also, I don't think Zach would let him back after like literally exposing him. Do you know what I mean? Like Zach was pretty like sat on that pedestal, really kind of enjoying his life up until Nick spilt the tea in that now infamous Twitter post, you know? And then Dakota jumped on it, and then everyone just came out of the woodworks and was just like, right, why is Amy stirring up drama with Nick? I don't know. If I'm honest, I don't know. Like she claims that it's because the industry is like a dying media, which is no surprise. TV is a dying media form, right? Like streaming platforms are way more popular now. YouTube, Netflix, even like, you know, Discovery have got their own streaming platform, for example, right? But why is she stirring it up with Nick? Whether it was directly like to start beef with Nick, I don't think that was the case. I think she kind of like said a few things, and then obviously the boot fit for Nick, so he jumped on it and was just like, whoa, like, you know, you're claiming reasons that my shows were cancelled, and you know, you've got no proof to back it up. And then there was a bit of like, you know, petty back and forth between the two, if I'm honest, but it was dramatic, to say the least. Like, these guys were going at each other for a good few hours on Twitter. And then Tessa Groff also jumped into the situation, talking about it, you know, unfounded claims and all the rest of it. This is what she was claiming. It was pretty mad. It was pretty mad. So yeah, why is she doing it? No idea. Absolutely no clue. As far as I know, they never worked together. Well, I do know that their shows are on Tubi TV app. Yeah, so I don't think they ever worked together, but obviously with Amy working for the network, I think she just knew Nick for his show. I don't think they ever really like collaborated on anything. No one likes the Ghost Adventures people, with the exception of Aaron. Zach and Nick both had rumors of massive egos. Yeah, I know about Zach's. I don't know about Nick, but I know that everyone loves Aaron. Aaron just seems like the most grounded, well-rounded guy on the entire thing. Have you talked to Jason Hawes since the most recent accusations? I've spoken to him just like in back and forth, you know, just like talking about life, but nothing really about the whole situation with the Conjuring house. They've always beefed with them, and they've done appearances together. There you go. Aaron's awesome. Aaron is awesome, Carrie. I agree. Aaron is awesome. He just seems, based off of like how he comes across on the show, just a proper humble dude, just like down to earth, and he seems like a bit of an anchor for Zach at times. At least that's how it kind of comes across, at least. Yeah, dog. He's being a needy little pup at the minute, and yeah, this is Bodhi, by the way. I don't know if you guys have ever met Bodhi, but he's basically a Labradoodle who's just turned a year old, but he is a small dog in a big dog's body. He's just a bundle of energy and just wants to be a lap dog, but he's like 30 kilos, so can't be a lap dog. What's his name? He's Bodhi. This is Bodhi. Say hi, Bodhi. Say hi. Oh, tail wag I'll have to do. Nick, better be careful. Amy will get a serial killer buddy to take care of the problem. As in Jason Hawes. Adorable. Agree, Aaron is amazing. Also feel like Steve from Ghost Hunters. Yeah, he's so cute. He is cute. He's a Labradoodle, so he's got the world's longest legs, and he just doesn't know what to do with them at any time. Hi, Bodhi, letting my English cream goldens out now. Ah, that's lush. What are your dogs' names? Avalon, let me know. But getting Jason Hawes to take out Nick Groff next. I'm going to text him that. I'm going to text him, let him know about the beef between Amy and Nick, and be like, are you going to be the assassin? That'll fuel the vendetta for Jacqueline Nunes, won't it? Wasn't Amy married to Andy? Andy, remind me, because I'm not sure. Ow. I'm not 100% sure. Luca and Luna, that's really cute. Her name is Tilly, and she's almost 6 months old. Aw, Anita, that's adorable. You're just a big dog in a small dog's... Nope, you're a small dog in a big dog's body, ain't you? People get really intimidated by him as well, because he just wants to play with everyone, right? So he bounds over, like, literally, like, leaps over to people and gets so excited and wants to play. But because he's so big, people see him as a bit, like, intimidating, but he's, like, literally the softest, soppiest dog I think I've ever seen. Aren't you, Bodes? Hey? You soppy? You soppy, ain't you? You got big eyes. Wasn't the two guys that she worked with on Kindred Spirits gay? Not sure. I don't know about that. Not sure at all. Do you ever go ghost hunting? No, not really. Like, I would like to. I just don't have the time at the moment. Like, I've got work, obviously, with, like, YouTube and stuff, and then I've got a toddler, a puppy, a wedding to plan for. It's chaos at the minute. So, I don't really have the time to go out and do stuff like that. But maybe, like, when life eases up a little bit, maybe I'll give it a little go. For sure. She weighs 6 pounds 2 ounces. Wow. Hang on, I'm gonna have to Google what 6 pounds 2 ounces is, because I work in kilos. Oh, 2.7 kilos. That's adorable. I wish you were that little, Bodhi. Sometimes. I do. I wish you were that little sometimes. But you are not. You are chaos. Enjoy your channel. Oh, Sarah, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I just like to keep people in the loop with things, and I find it fun to keep it in the loop. And obviously, it's just, there's always something going on in the paranormal, whether it be drama, whether it be updates, whether it be, you know, something cool's been found. Come to New England someday. Ghost hunting is pretty great here. I'll have to. I'd love to go to America one day and, you know, experience different places around the US for sure. Lola, I was going to ask you what that was in the pounds, and then you said that your dog weighed in kilos. Yeah. So hang on. Let me just, I'll work it out. So I think it's about 27 kilo now. So 27 kg in pounds. So he's about 27, no, he's about 59 pounds. 59 pounds, 5 ounces. That's how much he weighs. Thank you for having a live. I really like you. Oh, Anita, thank you. It's really kind. Just felt like it's been a while since I've spoken to people on live. Just thought I'd catch up. It's been, I think the last time I did it was about 6 months ago, so it's long overdue. You know, gotta get into it. Maybe I'll do it more often, a bit more frequently. Catch up with people. We have much more than the TCH here. We have Mercy Brown, White Horse Tavern, and much more. That's something that really piques my interest, actually, is that kind of, you know, where, like, you've got these different locations. I know Rhode Island's really good for it. I know New York's got quite some really good places. To be fair, where I live in the UK, right, up in the northeast, it's really, like, there are so many haunted things, allegedly. You've got Chillingham Castle. We've got literally so many castle ruins. We've got so many alleged haunted forests and stuff like this. There's like a lot of history, because obviously, you know, bit of a history lesson. The Northeast was the first place where the Vikings landed, at Lindisfarne, right, which is about half an hour from my house. And obviously there were loads of battles between the Vikings and the English here, and it was like the first place where they kind of landed. So there is a lot that's like I haven't explored or could explore potentially, but I don't know. Anyway, Hello Sip Exchange, started watching you a couple of weeks back and I love your content. Oh, thanks Jake, appreciate that, buddy. I'm glad that you enjoy the content. I know it's not all not everything's going to be to people's cups of tea, but it's just, you know, if there's updates, if there's drama, if there's whatever, try and keep people in the loop with everything in a as concise a way as possible, really. And thank you for converting it. Yeah, England's so amazing. I miss it so much. Oh, Avalon, it's cold though. That's the only complaint I've got. Is just I mean, today's not too bad. It's quite warm today, 17 degrees at the moment, and that's, by our standards, that's tropical. Oh, bless you. Shadowside Paranormal Society research. Hang on, what's that saying? Just an FYI, I sent you an email about the drama with myself and Mythos. I would like to get in contact with you about this. Okay, sure. I'll find out what's going on. Oh, Cookie O'Finn, thank you so much for the super chat. The $7.99 smackaroonies, you absolute legend. Just wanted to say a big thank you. It's because of you that I know what's happening. Keep up the great work and much love from Australia. Thank you so much. That really means a lot, and that's really kind of you to send a super chat, so thank you so much. Let's drop a like on that. Enjoy the Bonnie Blue stuff and the Jack Doherty stuff. Yes, Jake, that's over on my Simply What the Fuck channel, WTF. Yeah, it's, I mean, that stuff's unhinged in and of itself, isn't it? Like, those people are just crazy. It's 58 degrees here. Anita, I'm assuming that's Fahrenheit, because if it's degrees Celsius, that is literally like halfway to boiling point. What made you want to cover the paranormal drama? Interesting question. I think because there's so much of it, right? There's always something going on, and I always kept in the loop with these things. And it all started when I kind of briefly covered the Zach Baggins stuff on my other YouTube channel, Laney and Ben, a long time ago, when it all kicked off, and people really enjoyed it. And I thought, oh, maybe this is like a little niche that I can like pivot myself into. And no one else was really doing it. You know, everyone was kind of talking about their own dramas, but no one was really kind of like taking everything that's going on in the paranormal and just kind of like summarizing it. So I thought, why not give it a go? And then the Simply Strange channel came along, and I'd stopped really doing it over on the Laney and Ben channel, and I thought, why not just give it a go again? And then people started really enjoying it, and here we are. There's been a lot of drama with so many people about a year. What's been happening with your videos, and Abby Best. Ah, yeah. I mean, Abby Best is mint. She's she was covering the Conjuring stuff quite deeply, and then I think I'm not sure what she's up to now. I think she does a lot of like urban exploring type videos. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I don't know, but it seems that that's the route that she's gone down. So I'm late on the show. What's the show? What's the drama? So let me give you a bit of a summary. So Amy Brunei comes out on Twitter, not yesterday, I think it was the day before yesterday, basically states that the paranormal, she's sick of hearing that paranormal shows have been cancelled by Zach Baggins because apparently that's not how it works. And apparently there's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes, and she's really sad as someone that worked for the production company and all the rest of it and the network, to see how bad things have got behind the scenes, people losing their jobs and stuff because no one's really watching paranormal TV anymore. And it's because of big wigs up in the high offices who don't really care about the show. They just care about numbers, who cancel the shows, not Zach Baggins and his ego, as we've been led to believe. And then she kind of made some, subtle, shady jabs at a couple of shows that have been cancelled, allegedly by Zach, obviously referencing Paranormal Lockdown by Nick Groff and Destination Fear with Dakota Laden. And basically kind of saying, that wasn't Zach's fault. It's not what you're led to believe. Nick responded to it and was like, without any proof, stop kind of stirring the pot a little bit. And then they got into a massive back and forth. I've got a video coming out about the entire thing later on today. So keep an eye out for that because it's going to get you in the loop with everything. But it was going on for a good few hours, and even Tessa Groff got involved and stuff like this. It was crazy. Abby Best is exploring lately and eating McDonald's. Wow, she's living the best life then, really, isn't she? You've gotten a lot better about trying to not take sides. Yeah, I try my best not to take sides with things. I try to I only ever like to go off of what's in front of me, like factual. Like if someone claims something, that's not good enough. You need the smoking gun, you need the proof, and stuff like that. Right, you're getting needy. Can you stop, or you're gonna have to get down? You're gonna have to. Okay. Right, thank you. Do they think if people talk, that'll lead to views? I don't know. It does come across like there was some kind of attention wanted from it, but I don't know. I thought maybe she's got a book or something coming out, because usually when people have books or series coming out, then they try and stir up the pot to try and get a little bit of recognition, because obviously that brings to viewership and exposure. And we all know that negative attention is better than no attention at all. Nothing wrong with Mackey's. It's actually safe food for me. Me too. I love McDonald's so much. I actually live for a McDonald's. Destination Fear absolutely was Zach's fault. Every member of the team confirmed it on their first independent show of Project Fear on YouTube. I know. And this is the thing, right? Is that Amy's like, oh, it never got cancelled because of Zach, but they've all said otherwise. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. It's really weird. Ben tries not to take sides or else it backfires on him. Yeah, big time. Big time. Right. You're getting needy. Get down, please. Get down. Off. Down. Good boy. Come on. Good lad. Well done. Right, you stay there. Oh, how long were you a school teacher for? So I was a school teacher from 2017 to 2022. So what's that? 5 years? 5 years. I almost choked to death the other day when you said, what in the Jacqueline Nunes is this? Every time I see something unhinged or just completely unprovoked, I'm like, yeah, this is some Jacqueline Nunes behavior right now. It gets me creasing every time. Bill from Ghost Street, G-O-S-T, had a convo with the producers about their show with Nick was cancelled, so I don't know why Amy's popping in when she isn't a part of the cast. Yeah. I think it's because she worked for the network, apparently, so she claims to have some insider knowledge, and she even went as far within the tweets to kind of allude to some of the real reasons as to why the show was cancelled, but then never elaborated on it, and then got upset when Nick was bring the proof or shut up kind of thing. It was really weird. Back when Amy's show was cancelled, she kind of blamed Zach. I watched the interview. Yeah, she did. Ghost of Shepherdstown, that's right. Was his name Bill Harty or something from Ghost of Shepherdstown? Yeah, I remember that. Amy, when it was all kicking off with Zach, Amy kind of alluded to some in her tweets that some bits of it was like potentially that, and it's weird. Shocked that Amy is being seasoned veteran all the way back to Taps Ghost Hunters with Jason Hawes. I know. This is the thing. This is the thing. I'm surprised that she's kind of gone down this route, to be fair. Like I say, there's got to be something more to it. You know, there's got to be like, she's got to have like a new show coming up or something, because why else would she want that kind of attention? Kind of, I don't know. I don't know. It just comes across that way to me. It is intriguing. It does make you wonder and gets the cogs turning on why now, you know? Just trying to make sense of it, head nor tail. But I guess that's just the industry that we're in. Maybe it's a marriage from Guy Fieri's son. Maybe a little Hollywood brain. Maybe. You know, we all know that the best way to get attention now online is to stir up drama, or, you know, to call someone out for something and then just wait for the response. And then when you get into the back and forth, that's when the views come. Have you ever watched Most Haunted? Oh my god, that show was so fake. I have, and I actually have spoken to like I wouldn't say we're like good friends or anything, but you know, I know Yvette Fielding and Carl Beatty. Like, I've got their numbers and stuff, and we've like spoken quite a bit about you know, different stuff behind the scenes and stuff. And yeah, I mean, as people, lovely, like really, really lovely people. I also did a chat with Carl Beatty with regards to Most Haunted and like the behind the scenes stuff. It was really interesting. What was supposed to be like a 20-minute phone call turned into like a 3-hour chat. It was really cool. Let's have a little look. On Ultron's latest video on Overnight, he alluded he's buying a haunted property. He will have it open by the end of the year. Do you know what property that might be? Could it be the Conjuring House? Ooh. I'm going to have a little look. Because I know Elton... Is it Elton Casti? I know Elton is... I know Elton's got connection with buying the Conjuring House with potentially Matt Wright. But I don't know. Was it his most recent video, or was it on his live stream? Derek Acora, Jesus. Mary loves Dick. That's my favorite thing from that, man. Like, that gets me creasing every single time. So saw Derek Acora live. Sadly passed away now. Yeah, he has passed away sadly. You know, rest in peace. I don't know. I don't know if it's the Conjuring House, because obviously Jacqueline Nunes has said, I'm not selling at all. Like, I will never sell the Conjuring House. So I can't imagine he'll get it off her. But obviously we've seen Sam and Colby now buy the Farrar School, so I wouldn't be surprised if Elton Casti wanted a bit of that as well. Does anyone have information about the Foreman brothers, real or fake? Any idea why one brother is estranged and has a hate channel about them? Wait, what's this? As I see it, what's the... No, I've not seen it. Again, salt of the earth guys. You know, the Foreman brothers, had a lot of conversations with them, really lovely people. You know, they I know they're getting a lot of heat at the moment, especially from paranormal debunkers. But yeah, that's wild. I used to watch Most Haunted as a teen. It was a hoot. It was. Most Haunted really kind of like, it was one of the first TV shows paranormal based. It was so good back in the day. Back in its heyday, it was peak television. Yep, the fourth brother has a channel just to bunk them. Right, what's this channel's name? I need to know. I need to have a little look. I think Nick Groff doesn't want to accept that he isn't personally entertaining enough to carry shows, so they keep getting cancelled. Oof, that's a hot take right there. To be fair, I don't really know. I don't really know Nick at all. I've spoken to Tessa a few times, but the most haunted girls just screamed too much. Yeah, Yvette Fielding, she used to scream so much. But I think that's what people loved about it. I think people really enjoyed that kind of like that fear factor, because it added a bit of tenseness. Paranormal State, I think, was the name. I like that one. Paranormal State. Let me have a look. What you got? Oh, you got that. That's fine. You can have that. I asked because they're booked to do an haunted Airbnb on May 10th. Is that Most Haunted that we're talking about? Paranormal State, I see. Bodie's little paws, I know. He needs his nails cut. You can hear it. It goes through the house. Doesn't it, mate? The Foreman guys are coming. Oh, I see. Okay. So as I see it, what's the name of that channel that you were talking about with the estranged Foreman brother? Hey, for PA USA. Hello, Max. House of Matrix Rabbit. How are you? Hope you're doing good. I mean, I'm curious to know about this estranged brother. Genuinely. Ah, thank you. Appreciate that. Going to have a little look. Right, let me have a little look-ski at... Right. I agree about Paranormal State. Oh, my notes won't work on my computer. I'm well, but really early here. I bet it is. What time are you? I think you guys are like 5 hours behind the UK. So what? It must be about, what, 4:45 in the morning? Why does this guy look like Claws from the originals? Oof. Oof. That's savage. Can I not look like Claws from, what's that Guardians, Rise of the Guardians movie? Because Santa's a like absolute buff boy in that one. 3:45 a.m. Blimey. 3:45 in Tennessee, 4:45. Yeah, so there's 5 or 6 hour differences. G'day from South Australia. Hello. 6:45 p.m. in Australia. Right, what's happened? I'll give you a brief synopsis. Amy Brunai has come out on Twitter. Amy Brunai obviously was part of Kindred Spirits, or she was the host of Kindred Spirits, and she was part of Ghost Hunters. To basically state that Zach Baggins is not to blame for paranormal shows getting cancelled, as alluded to by Nick, and Dakota. Even though these guys have basically come out and been like, he absolutely is the reason, and then Nick's bit back, and everyone's yeah, it's madness. Boo Productions of Toledo. Oh, I know Boo Productions. I didn't know he was a Foreman brother. I didn't know that Boo Productions was a Foreman brother. Sounds like she just wants some attention. Yeah, it does come across like she's just after a bit of attention. You good? You good, bro? Oh, you are nuts. You got zoomies. You got zoomies. You need to go out for a walk in a minute. That sucks. Really liked Kindred Spirits too. It was really good. It was really good. I loved it. I loved. I thought Kindred Spirits was one of the like really good shows out there. Where like you've got Ghost Hunters, really good. Kindred Spirits, really good. I also really like Most Haunted, and I also back in the day used to really like Ghost Adventures. Now I feel like it's just had its time. It could have ended 20 seasons ago, and it would have left on a high. But now it's just like, ugh, another season of Ghost Adventures. We're on season 29. Not many shows. Oh, Paranormal Lockdown was really good. I really enjoy what Project Fear do on YouTube now. Destination Fear was really, really good. I never liked Ghost Adventures. Fair enough. I think Ghost Adventures really kind of made they really kind of made it a bit more of a production instead of like the raw paranormal investigation kind of thing. Gotta go to work. I think he is, from what I gathered. You're really awesome, Ben. I follow as much as I can. Blessings you and your family are. Have a lovely day. Enjoy work. Ugh, boring. Have a good one. Dead Files. That's a blast from the past. Forgot about Dead Files. Did you know about Dead Files? Did you? What did you think? Good? Bad? Mid? Wag your tail if you thought it was good. Yeah, good lad. I remember the Ghost Adventures pilot with the flying brick. Yeah, Goldfield. Oh, Caretaker actually came out to expose that as fake, which is quite funny. Katrina's awesome. I like her YouTube channel. She's still doing things with Michelle Ballinger. Fair enough. The gospel of Jesus Christ is that Jesus Christ died on the cross. Fair enough. Oh yes, Dead Files was awesome. Amy Allen was the best, or should I say, sorry. Great gift she is. Fair enough. Judgment Day is about to happen. Okay. So what did I catch partly about talking smack, Katrina? Is this talking smack about who? So, apparently there's nothing to do with Katrina that I know of. It's apparently, basically, like, Amy's come out and said that, and alluded to the quote-unquote real reason that, Nick's paranormal shows were shut down, but didn't bring any proof. Nick bit back, and was like, it was... He didn't say it was Zach, but obviously, his pinned video says it all. So, basically, to give everyone the rundown that's just come in, because there's a few people asking, Amy Brunei, Kindred Spirits host and part of Ghost Hunters back in the day, has made some tweets stating that Zach has nothing to do with the cancellation of the show, and basically stated that Nick's and Dakota's shows were cancelled because of the network, not because of Zach, and no one has that much pulling power. And then Nick bit back and said, where's your proof? And then Amy said, the real reason why your show was shut down, alluding to something more happening, but didn't bring any proof. And then got like defensive when Nick got defensive. It was really weird. Really weird. We have some great paranormal investigators here in Australia. Most get along really good. And yes, I do it myself. Fair enough. I'd love to know. It's, it is an interesting... I'd love to go to Australia as well, but I just feel like everything there would try and kill me. Like, you've got the snakes, the spiders. You go into the sea, you got sharks. I just feel like like everything's out to kill you in Australia, literally. Seems kind of out of left field, right? Yeah, absolutely. It did come across that way. It did come across like it was a bit like just out of the blue. Especially seeing as it is like the timing's also convenient because it's like 2 years on since the initial expose from Nick. So yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. Dallin Spratt will not claim Zach was the reason Ghost Brothers got cancelled. Lol, I love Dallin. Dallin's mint, and I love Ghost Brothers. We've spoken to them because we were on Fright Club, which obviously had the Ghost Brothers and Jack Osborne, and they were really chill people. They were lovely. They were really lovely people. Funny as well. Like that was the kind of thing. They were funny. If you stick with an Aussie, you'll be fine. Yeah, I bet they'll keep me alive long enough. They'll know what's poisonous and what's not poisonous. Love Jack Osborne and Chip Coffee. Yeah, I love. I think Jack Osborne's mint. He's hilarious. And you know, he's really made something of himself. Like he's obviously like a bit of a. He's not really like kind of like typical nepo baby, like born into privilege kind of thing. Dallin's YouTube channel is basically like that. Yeah. Have you watched Dallin? He does the spirit box sessions. Yeah, I've seen him do a couple of things in graveyards and stuff like this. He also made a video about basically alluding to the fact that Zach did Zach get the Ghost Brothers cancelled, and he said no, but you know, who knows? But yeah, Dallin's funny. Dallin's funny. I like his content. He does some good stuff. How was Jack? Jack was good. He was like, I mean, we didn't really talk to him outside of the show. It was just kind of in the context of the show. But he seemed nice enough. You know, obviously he was working, so he was professional. But yeah, he was a sound guy. It's the other channel he does with his brother watching paranormal clips. Oh, I need to see that. Never caught a live before. I guess my perimenopause sleep paralysis demon has some positives. Oh man, Danny, that sounds like it absolutely sucks. His session tonight had me crying. It was so sad. Oh, is that Dallin Spratt? All three of them do a channel. Ghost it or roast it. I think it's called. That's a cool name. Ghost. I'm gonna Google it now. Ghost it or roast it. Is it ghosted or roasted? Ghosted or roasted? Yes. I've just pulled it up here. Is it him and his partner that does it? Ghosted or roasted? I love it. I'm yeah, I like that. His wife Stacy, that's right. His wife does it with him. Yeah, I've just seen that on their on YouTube. That's mint. Ghosted or roasted. I love it. That's a cool channel name actually. His channel bio. Just a semi-famous paranormal investigator reviewing paranormal clips from the safety of my own home. You know what they say, those that can do and those that can't review. Sit back, kick your feet up and let's review some of the creepiest clips on the internet. I love it. Dallin's Bites. No, I haven't seen him do Dallin's Bites at all. That sounds like it could be funny though. I love it. It's so funny. I need to check some of this stuff out to be fair. Like I really need to like have a little look because I just feel like it's peak peak content. Right, I think I'm gonna dip now because I feel like I've kept you all for long enough. Been going for a good 45 minutes, but I just wanted to drop in, let you know about what's going on. There is a full video coming later on today that gives you the full kind of breakdown of like the entire Amy situation and Nick's responses and all the rest of it, because it is interesting. And yeah, I'll be sure to catch you guys later. Have a good one. I hope that you are all have a fantastic day, whatever time it is, and fantastic night if you're in Australia. And yeah, I'll catch you later. Have a good one, guys. Peace.